But if you're also here just for like how do I do things and stuff, we will work more one-on-one with that kind of stuff. This is more of a general overview of the system and specifically honing in on perks here tonight, okay? So Mona, I'm gonna ask you, when you signed up, what excited you when you signed up? Like how long ago did you sign up?
Oh, 3 years ago, I think.
About three
And
years ago. Go ahead.
yeah, I have a ton of chemical allergies, so the product sort of excited me. And so I was buying a lot of the cleaners from Callie, and then she had encouraged me to come on board. So even with what I ordered, and then I have a few friends and family that I do parties with, but I'm not a big pusher of the product. Just when people ask, I put it out there.
Oh, that's so perfect. And thanks so much for the share. And that's exactly what this is about. Hi, Kaylee. Good to see you. And I am going to show you then how if we're excited about something, we can share that excitement with somebody else without necessarily pushing it, if that makes sense. But I'm going to take you now to the new web page. And Google Chrome works best in case any of you guys are having any issues on that. But if we come here, can you see my screen? Can I get a nod from Talena? Yeah, okay. Thank you, Kaylee. You're at the bottom now. I see you too. Here is the screen, and it's very beautifully Norwegian laid out. Something we have to remember amongst doing all of this stuff that we're doing is that we are here to share this mission. Check out this mission. Isn't this gorgeous? Do we share this with our family and friends? Is this something we even show them? Like Mona just told us her own allergies, but let's be good to the environment. Let's all have a role in living cleaner, safer, better. So just to put your to ground you tonight that if this new system is weird and overwhelming, just remember what excited you with Norwex, because like this video is amazing. And even when you're talking to your people, just say, hey, did you have a chance to look at this? What did you think? Did you see that we have banned more than 2,700 chemicals from our development process where, stuff on the shelf is not necessarily certified. So lots of things to talk about here. And we are a community that we support one another. Um, then I don't know if you checked out the product science, but here are the ends. Who's checked out the enzyme or probiotic part here? Hands up. Have any of you guys looked at this part? Because if you always wondered how our enzymes work, right here they are. Show your customers these things. Take this top line here, copy and paste that into your customers. This is how the conversation starts with anybody, okay? Now, that's just we're not just about the products. Don't start with the products. Start with our why. That's my first and foremost thing I would say to put on your list of notes tonight is start with your why. Um, then over here, these Norwex perks and be a consultant. Again, this is something I would click on. Be a consultant right here. Don't stop. No, do not talk about this part because this is the Norwex opportunity. And if you scroll down, it outlines everything for them in a very slim, streamlined way of doing it, how they can make money. And again, a beautiful video. Don't forget to push play on these things. And this is like right where you're starting. Like if they say, if you start that conversation, it's like, well, how much can I earn? You don't have to go find a graphic. It's all right here, you guys. So don't be shy to use what Norwex has put so much effort into. Look how simple and concise it is. What do you guys think of this? Like, I think I've seen leaders make numerous landing pages of different things, and it's all right here. Okay. Laying it completely out. If you need an extra $350 in a month, there you go. Okay. Now, oh, and there at the very bottom is right where you sign up. And even this frequently asked questions, right? The objections that you totally get are all right here in this one URL, copy and paste it and go. So I had to share that because for me, I wanted to review the whole page in itself. And I always say take a minute to do that. But now we're going to move to the fun part. See this Norwex perk section? Who here has tried this part? Let's go ahead and click on it. And there is now a way that you can get rewarded for buying Norwex and for sharing Norwex. So I am just going to stop the share for a minute. So breath of fresh air. in my mind, this new site, right? And just because you know all that background information, don't forget to share it forward. All right, referral rewards. Who here has earned something for free because they referred somebody to something? I need your show of hands. I need your examples. Banks even do it. Tangerine, share your orange ID card and you can get an additional $10 or something off or whatever it is. Kayla, you have your hand up. Can you give me an example of a referral reward?
I know some like the one that comes to mind now is baby stuff. Like there's a couple baby things that you get like so many stars or points. Actually, Starbucks is another one. Starbucks got some stars today, bought some more Starbucks cups that I don't need.
That I don't need, yeah. I just got a referral reward for the nutrition program I participated in. I told my friends because I was just excited about this nutrition program. They jumped on, they said, Rena referred me, and I get $50 off my next program. I didn't have to do anything but be excited about this nutrition program. And do I know everything about it? No, but I know my experience of that nutrition program, and it wasn't hard to tell people, right? Here, they'll say, what's the link, right? So do you guys see the benefits of referrals in that sense? Any other examples you guys have ever done for referral rewards? Go ahead, Talina. We got to hear all the examples.
Well, it depends on the referral rewards because done the same thing where with my makeup, if somebody uses my link, I get a discount or whatever. But I signed up as like an affiliate with Stasher Bags, and if I share that, I actually get commission. So it's very similar to referral, right? Like it's not that much different than saying, here, look at this, I like this, and then you get something for it, right?
Absolutely, because the best advertisement, you guys, is Kaylee, is I think your husband would attest to that. This word of mouth, right? Word of mouth is your best advertising. You can post all day long in social media, but if they don't have a reason to buy, they ain't gonna even look at that, right? If you keep posting about mops and they already got a mop, they don't care, right? But if you are talking to them when they have their dogs peeing all over the floor and you got a link you can share with them and you can help them with the mop, it's so much easier of a transition. Last example I have is Nick's underwear, right? So everywhere these referral rewards are out there, hence why Norwex is leaning into this. This is how the thing is going. Okay, the market, the trend, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. Even sometimes, well, we'll go into the Norwex referral now. Okay, so I'm going to share my board screen again. What am I sharing? Sharing Google Chrome. Oh, come on. New share. Is this where I want to go? Yeah, I guess. Here we go. Okay, so Norwex perks. We click on this. And this is right where you can send people once you're having a conversation with them and they want to order something and you'll say, hey, if you would like to, actually, before I say this, Lacey and Kaylee, and maybe Talena, if you guys have run, and maybe Dora, maybe Mona, if you've ever run a rewards club, this is kind of the same idea, okay? This is the new way of doing a rewards club or a buying club, okay, if this makes sense. So first and foremost, you have your customer that's a loyal customer. She's always buying stuff. Well, she might as well get a link. So you click on get a link and they can sign it. If they're already have an email, a username and password, they just sign in and then they will get their link and they can customize the link to say whatever they want. Then in our back office, when we sign in, we can, oh, and then for all of the rewards, they get 10% off. So if you've seen the Norwex Perks reward sheet, when they have their own little referral link, they go along and they earn 10% on everything. So say they share their link with 3 people, they each order $100. They have $300 in referral links. They'll get 10%. That's $30. They can go and buy something for themselves. Okay. And these go on forever. They never stop. They never end. And it's a link that they have for life. Okay. This referral link. It's very important. Now, if you say to them, hey, I would like to boost your perks, your referral perks there by by adding you to an event. And when I add you to an event, it's going to be your own event, or maybe it's one that you have set up. But when I add you to your event, then you now will earn more rewards and you can order off your own link. How does that sound? Okay. Now, it's going to sound really weird to start off with, but the more times you hear it, the better and easier it'll make sense. So when we have this event going, then you just share your link with 3 people. And as soon as you get a booking, Lacey, your mom actually shared this. If you have a booking, $300 in sales, and at 10%, you get that $30. If you have a booking, you now get a $45 credit and free shipping. Okay, just by booking an event, right? And this goes up. If you get it to the $900 level, you start earning 25%. So for every $1,000 that you're sharing Norwex with, you can get $250 in product to go shopping with. Okay, so this is a way for them to boost their rewards, and they have 90 days to go out and share their link with other people. Okay, any questions or reservations to this point?
I do have one question. I noticed some of my parties carried over from the old system, but the link ends in like a week or something. So do I just call Norwex to ask about that, or is there a way to extend that time frame? Because I was like, that seems pretty short.
Excellent question. So first and foremost, that calendar in that back office for your events, and we all know that an event is now, the old party is now event, right? Okay, that's the same thing. The calendar there is actually not a calendar when your events are on the calendar. They're actually follow-up calendars. They're customer service calendars. In answer to your question, Kaylee, try clicking the edit button on the right-hand side and you can change the date. And anytime you have an event, so Lacey, if it's a Facebook party, Selena, if you're doing an in-home party, Mona, if you're doing a catalog party, I always put the event 90 days out, okay? You can put an event up to 6 months out, but just do 90 days. So you talk to your customer, you get them the referral link. That referral link stays with them for life. Then in the back office, you talk to them about, I want to boost your perks and get you up to 25% rewards instead of 10. You just need to, we put you in an event. And where was I going? We put you into an event and they start to collect more rewards. You have 30 days to get them into an event, and you have 3 months for them to close off their event. So buying club typically was 3 months, but now they can order if there's a flash sale, and they can order again. They can order anytime. And the more they order and the more they go out and share, the more rewards they get. In buying clubs before, the minimum was 40, but some people would spend 40 and some would spend 400, right, Kaylee? Right? And then you'd have to get all the product to your house and you'd have to divvy it up and ship it out and have packaging, and it would be a big process. So this way they have their own event and they do their own sharing, and the harder they work, the more they get. Okay, does this make sense?
Yeah, curiosity question. You said that they can get a referral link for life. If you turn that into an event, does that life referral link no longer work, or after the event it just goes back to a referral?
After the event, it just goes back to the referral link. And so you can turn on events on and off as many times as you want. And guess what? When they book their next event, unlocks their booking, right? Unlocks their booking for their free shipping. It unlocks that 50% item that is going to be a special item. I'll show you guys because you're here. Maybe you've seen it. Powder foaming soap in citrus scent. Citrus. So you notice the peppermint foaming soap went away because refillable powder, no shipping of liquids. This is going to be a host exclusive that they can get, right? So every month they can like tap out and get that host exclusive, right? They're kind of on their own, doing their own thing, as an example. And then if they get so good at it, what's the next natural thing to do, Talena or Kaylee? Or Lacey or Dora or Mona?
I assume recruit them.
Yes, you just join. And guess what? That link is still the same, so they keep on sharing it, right? And then they just grow on their own, if that makes sense. Now, if they're in the rewards club and they have a friend who says, hey, this is cool, I want in. Well, guess what? That's a second booking for her, right? And she can get that second booking in, and then she can keep going. And she can get 3 bookings, and each time they get an additional 50% off item. It can't be bundles, but they have access to some of these exclusives. Okay. Super simple and easy, isn't it, you guys? Mindset might be hard, something different, but let's remember we want to keep it easy. Okay, so now how do we educate our people on these products? If we've got, they're all doing their events. So now you have 20 buying club members or 20 of your VIP customers, and they each have their own event. They got 90 days to close it up, which is a good thing, right? We don't want things dragging out for a year. We want to get things done in 90 days. What are some ways we can educate our people on them, on the products? It's bathroom month. What are some of the ways? You guys are already doing it. You're posting in your VIP group. You're doing Instagram reels, doors on WhatsApp. And I see you're on Instagram and TikTok too, maybe. I don't know. Mona, how do you share when you share with family and friends? You just kind of put it out there. But how do you do that? Do you give them a hand catalog, or what do you do?
Word of mouth, or I give them a sample, or can you hear me?
Yes, yes, you're doing great.
Okay. So I give a lot of samples out. And then they actually then have brought other people in saying, like, talk to my sister-in-law or my friend Mona, and, because this is what she does, and so that's how I do it.
Mona, I want to meet you in person someday, or sometime if you come in the camera. This is awesome. Kayla, good job bringing this gal in. She's doing it naturally, just the way Norwex is set up, intended to do this, right? There's often a times a friend will bring their friend to the Norwex booth at an event, right, at the table. Well, wouldn't it be nice if she says like, hey, here's my link, like come to the table, but here's my link, right? And then you could keep sharing and sharing, if that makes sense. So everybody can get their link, and it's not hard. Save it in your phone under Norwex contacts, that link, because it will never change. And you can personalize it once, I believe. A few key tips right here. Take your pen and paper. Email can never be changed. Make sure your contacts, go into your contacts, make sure that their email is correct. You can delete the other ones if you wanted, that you get their email, that is for sure. Go in, when they log in with their username and password, go to account details, make sure that they are your preferred you are their preferred consultant. You can actually do that yourself under your contacts. Go in and check to see that you're the preferred consultant. If not, have that conversation with your customer. The preferred consultant is that so consultants aren't getting customers aren't getting emails from all over. They can change their consultant at any time. When you're running an event, you must be say you're running an event for them, you must be their preferred consultant. So just check that little detail. Don't get too wound up about it, because it'll be okay. It's just something that they should check. Okay.
So, question.
Yep.
How about if they haven't had an email before and you just give the one or take the one that Norwex recommends or whatever, and they now have an email that they would like to add? Can I still change that?
You know what? That's a good question. I would just have them, if you're okay with losing, say their old order history, I would have them start up fresh go to your Norwex account and start it up with a new username and password. And then,
Okay.
so send them your link, and then for sure you're going to be the preferred consultant automatically. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
From what I've heard at this point, we cannot edit or change emails ever. It's a unique identifier. So
Or
this is
even
where, go ahead.
I could even delete their name and stuff in my back office, and then they could just set up fresh.
If their order history wasn't important to you, yes.
Okay.
Lacey, do you have any questions about this? Do you see how this could work for your customers that are always ordering And I have some more ideas yet, but is it, what do you think?
It makes a little more sense than it was. I guess I have two questions. So with the events, does that 90 days start from the first order, or is it just based on the date?
First
That's in
order.
for
I hear what you're saying. This, so as soon as you start, so say you get them the referral link, as soon as you give them that referral link and they get their first order, you have 30 days to create an event, okay, to talk them into creating an event. And then from there, that event, you have out 90 days.
to
Does that
close
answer
it,
the question?
where it automatically closes on its own.
See, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and
You
so
got
if there's like rewards of some kind for the host, are they like notified, hey, you have this credit here you need to spend in this amount of time?
yes and
Or is-
yes. Yes.
do we have to notify them, or like do they get an email, or okay. Okay, that's cool. I guess just my one thing that came up for me was all these people for like years now that they just like me to take care of it. They're just like, here's my order, just I'll e-transfer you later. You do all the things. So that's the only thing that came up for me was I have a lot of people they just want to send me a message on Messenger and they just want the total and like you do all the things. Tell me when I have credit, I'll spend it. So that's the one thing that kind of came up in my mind is it's putting a lot of it into the customer's hands, which I understand and I totally get where they're going with that. But that was just a thought.
I am so excited you brought that up. Does anybody know the answer to Lacey's thing right there? Anybody? Lacey, you know this stuff. You've been paying attention, even though you said I haven't gone through all the training. Share a cart, fill their cart up, go to customer order, share a cart, send it to them. They look at it, they can check out, they can put in their own credit card. You don't even have to deal with that. So share a cart.
Share a cart. Okay.
Yep. Yep. And that share a cart you can do, say you do a presentation, a Safe Haven 5 presentation or the bathroom presentation. Now put in your top 5 things in there, bundle, like put it in there, bundle it up. And then say, here's the items I talked about. Some people will say, yep, I'll check that card out. And you say, if you check out all 5 of these items, I can give you a shop offer. Because when you're an Office Suite subscriber, this is an advancement now. You can actually add on shop offers, free shipping or discount codes or all the things. They come out of your pocket, but you would do that anyways, right? Like as a incentive to buy the bundle, if that makes sense. So share a cart, shop offers all day long. And if you were doing, say, a pet bundle kit or a kitchen package and you wanted to put, you can make that cart and you can share it to your social media pages too. Okay. Not that you're supposed to like, yeah, you get, so you make it simple for them. So I hear what you're saying, Lacey, but this is a time where you can say that's all fresh and new. Now you kind of put these people like you to take care of it. But at the same time, my parents are booking their own doctor's appointments online. You know, my parents have had to learn to do different things. Shipping has changed. There's no more shipping to the host. It's because that's, you know, these days everything's shipped to everybody's door. I don't know of too many people who can't manage that anymore. So this is your opportunity to make your business simpler. And this is your opportunity to make your business grow. If we keep doing buying clubs and these same people are doing their whole $40 and then they get more free stuff than they spend sometimes, this now is making them go out and share. And if they can share with 3 more people, that grows your business 3 times. Would you agree? And so Mona, if you have your friends and family and they're excited, they can just give them their own referral link. They can go out and do it as well. So because we can't always reach them, right? Because they're 2 circles out. So that's another way to do it too. So who's excited?
Rena, I have a question.
Please.
So anytime somebody would do an order, like that wasn't in an event, it was in like my own party link, right? So even like my own orders were in my own party link. So like, how does that work now? Can we still do that or?
Yes. And when you're an Office Suite subscriber, you always have a party on the calendar. I will always have that mantra. You guys will always have your own party where you're hosting. And any web orders that come in that are not linked to event will go to your party, Talena, automatically. Isn't that
Oh,
cool?
that's actually super cool. So I don't have to be like, oh, shucks, I missed out on rewards. Okay. But then how, like, does it, so I read today that parties close automatically, which was news to me. So will it like automatically close after 90 days or whatever?
Yes. Now, I haven't closed the party, so I can't tell you exactly. Watch your emails, watch your dates, play around with it. We're probably going to lose out on things or, learn things as we go. That's just the nature of the beast, right? So, I do know though that people are closing out parties and they're taking advantage of that 50% discount. The only thing right now is that you can't open another party until that 90 days is done under your own name. You can't have two parties open.
Right.
But that's okay because the higher it gets, the higher the percentage goes to 25%.
Yes.
So 35% discount plus 25% rewards to pick anything we want is pretty cool. Plus the 50%. Yeah. So I don't know, Talene, if I've answered it completely, your question. We'll have to keep playing around, but I always have that party open and put the dates out far enough. And when it comes to party closing time, it just does it, but it'll notify your people and see if you're getting emails. If you're not, check your spam, you guys. We have heard that it's going into spam. So say that these ones are okay so that you're getting Norwex emails. Lots of glitches. In 2 weeks, it'll look even better and easier.
Yeah.
Any last questions? It says here 7 minutes left. And any other questions so far? I have one more tip. I'm looking at my notes too. Before we used to create a customer order and then attach it to an event, we have to turn it around. We have to go to the event first and then add the order. Okay, so you have to put your people in the, okay, that is different for me and you. But anything else, Talena, you've seen while you've been in the back office or anybody else? Kaylee, Dora, Mona, Lacey. Anything?
So when I closed out my parties, my party was over the 500, so I booked another one. And Bernice, I have one more person that had like $900 in her party, so she booked another one, and they're booked for February. Now, can I change those dates like for 3 months out, and then we can just add stuff to that party that won't close then for the 3 months?
I'm
Is that
so
correct?
glad Mona, yes, absolutely. I think I felt like I was able to change the date on my parties there's a little edit crayon to the side. One time
Okay.
they want you to change it. If orders were not added to a party, Talena, if that was your question, phone head office, they'll move them for you. You have 72 hours to move them. But honestly, you guys, they're going to give us grace. So if the dates won't change or the orders won't go onto parties, just call head office, okay? And they'll help you. They're awesome.
Okay.
Does that answer your question, Mona?
Yes, it does.
Nice.
The
there
chat
reason that
on the Norwex, like if you go on chat and chat with them, they're super helpful as well.
Mhm.
Excellent. So I want you guys to really wrap your head around growth here and remember what kept you excited about Norwex, how you can share that with others. Set some goals for yourself. Some people have talked about how they're going to have a perks party. So anybody who takes you up on this host referral link, 10% off. Hey, that's cool. But hey, I will boost you up by putting you into your own event. So you can have your 30 VIPs, each have their own event. And I'm going to host a perks party online, Facebook, whatever you want. Have a bingo party, have a messenger chat party, do whatever you want. How about in-home party, right? Where they could come to the party, but they could each still have their own link, even, hey, I learned all of this about the toilet brush. Like if they and have them focus on like one thing, one area of their home, because the saying goes, if you're selling to everyone, you're not selling to anyone. So hone in on, just the toilet brush, how great it is, because honestly, at trade shows, you guys, if I sell one toilet brush, the lady right beside will buy one, or they'll buy 2 or 3, because how many bathrooms do people have, right? So it honestly, and go for the bigger ticket price items if you're looking for growth and stuff as well. These are products that are the right tools in people's hands that last a long time. And if they're already using Norwex, they know that, right? As an example, make your business worth it. That's what I'm trying to say. Make your time worth it. You're worth it. 3 minutes, ladies. Any more questions or ideas of how we can ramp up this referral perks, boosting to event perks?
For a party to stay open for 90 days, is that why you have to book it 3 months or for 90 days out? Or when you book it 90 days out, is that giving you 6 months? Because it's like 90 days from the other, like from your closing, I don't know, from your party date. Because like before, your party date was like the day you were having your party. I don't know. That part confuses me.
I understand. So don't think of it as your party calendar. Think of it as your follow-up customer care calendar. And from what I've heard from other people, leaders, consultant care, if Stephanie's having a party on January 21, March, April, May 21 is the date I put in. I just put 3 months out, May 21, I put it in. And now I can set up her referral link. And as soon as she gets her first order, she starts earning 10% of the rewards. Actually, I wanted to show you one more thing. I don't know if I have time. I might lose you guys. We can come back if you want. I will open the Zoom again because I'm going to share with you one more thing. When you sign in right here, consultant back office, because that's what it is. And I wanted to show this, so I'm going to end, I guess, with here. But this perks rewards in the right-hand corner, this is money that is coming off your parties. So Talena, if you got a party opening, every time you get an order, you get 10% added to this perks rewards. And so that's why they have to have the restrictions on the times and dates, right? So on the left-hand side is your sales, where you're making 35%. And see, I've done nothing because I've been trying to learn the things and birthday parties. But this is where you get your 35%. But this over here is like Norwex money that you can actually apply when you check out as well. Does that make sense? Shopping spree and host rewards, it's all Norwex tender, Norwex money. Does that make sense?
Why do we get 10%?
Because whenever you have a host party going, you get 10%. Norwex without booking, 10%. If you have a party open, you're putting orders on that party, the host is earning 10% credit, right?
Okay, yeah, so it's just so that's where all of our shopping spree and stuff and the 10% goes, is that little number you showed.
Norwex perks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think of it as Norwex tender, it's money.
Yeah.
And if you're recruiting, then your shopping sprees going
Right.
there, but it's all the same money, which is super cool because now you can use it on checking out, right? Right? So who's loving this system? A little bit chunky to get around to learn it all, but I thank you guys for taking the time to be here tonight. I think you're going to be able to help others, and I'm going to be here next Tuesday. Message me what you think we should talk about, because we've covered autosave. Because if this isn't for people to do this method, then talk to them about autosave, which we talked a little bit about last week. And next week, message me or put on the team page what you want me to talk about next week. There's so much.
Thanks, Raina.
Thank you, Rena.
Thanks for coming. All the best.
Bye.